Well, Willard and Gloria, it's good to be talking with you here in Los Angeles. I know that I haven't been looking forward to Howard the Duck as long as you all have, I guess 10 years for you. But I must say it's just delightful. It's such a fun picture, and I hope it does well for you because it deserves to do well. If I might start with you, Willard, as far as the background of this a little bit. In the rundown of credits, it shows that you have 8 different Howard the Ducks. Now, explain to me what 8 different Howard the Ducks do.
Well, Howard is a very complicated actor, and for him to actually perform, we need 8 different people to be helping him in various capacities. And so it's a very collaborative effort to get Howard to walk and talk and speak and make love and whatever else he does, and sing rock and roll. And so we decided to list everyone as having helped create Howard in the credits.
But it is 8 different people inside Howard, or making Howard work.
Making Howard work. It's a team effort, and it's a large crew. He had, most actors have entourages. They have makeup people and hair people, and people to drive their Winnebagos, but Howard needed 8 people, which was more than any of our other stars.
Were they little people, dwarfs, I mean, or
No.
Children?
No. We had some little people and other technicians doing various odd things to make him work.
Yes. So I don't want to give everything away, Willard, and I know you're not going to, but I just want to clarify. Is there ever a human inside Howard?
Yes, at times there is.
Yeah, okay.
And at times there isn't.
But
we like to think of Howard as, to us, he is a duck from outer space, and that he exists as a total entity. And as we always said, Howard, you know, we found him in an alley in Cleveland, and he told us his story, which we felt necessary to bring to the screen.
Gloria, of course, anybody can look at this movie and know that it's a really expensive movie. I mean, you just look at it and know it wasn't done for $20 million. What was the total budget?
Well, actually, the total budget was, it was medium high, but it was not as expensive as a picture of this kind of production value would normally be, because I think that Industrial Light and Magic operated so efficiently.
That's George Lucas's special effects company.
Yes.
So I think we were able to do a lot for the money that we had. I mean, obviously it's a very complicated movie, and we have, you know, 500 people working on it. So all those things tend to be costly. But I think we used our money wisely.
30 million?
I should say it's somewhere above 20.
Okay, I'll settle for that. Willard, was one of the effects that just blew my mind is that ultralight aircraft. That is just fabulous. Now, you really did fly that thing, didn't you?
That was flown by a stunt pilot and by Howard in various forms. And we were very proud of one fact, is that recently there have been a lot of accidents and so forth. This was the first aerial sequence in about 5 years that we had absolutely no accidents. And we were very safety conscious. And that included flying the ultralight down the main street of some Northern California cities, which was a very difficult thing to do because, of course, we had to clear the streets and everything like that. The actors themselves did a lot of their own stunt work. So Tim Robbins, who's up in the plane with Howard, did a lot of pretty hairy stunts.
And Howard always did his own stunts and always flew. So that the reason that the sequence looks so convincing is because it was done totally with the real people.
A lot of times a sequence like that you would do with blue screen or you know, phony projected backgrounds. And this was all done live.
And although everyone thought we were crazy to do it this way, we felt it was the only way we could really be convincing, that we actually flew.
And was it ever controlled from the ground? I mean,
oh, sure.
But did you have like lines and cables and things from the ground?
For the close-up work, you have to do that because it's really impossible otherwise. So when the actors are delivering lines and so forth, it is being suspended from a huge crane, and But the crane is actually moving down the street, and they're held up in the air, but they're not actually
The crane
flying.
actually flies. Well, it flies 60 feet up in the air, so it was.
The plane's not actually.
The plane is not actually flying, but I mean, it does simulate flight. It's very, very difficult and very time-consuming to do it that way.
Was it perhaps the most expensive single effect, do you think?
Probably the single sequence, it would have been, yeah. The other sequences that become expensive are when you see special effects, like when Jeffrey Jones, who plays the Dark Overlord, starts to glow, and he has this aura, things like that, because each frame has to be drawn and so forth. Those are expensive, too.
Willard, one last question, and that is, if Howard the Duck has a human counterpart, who would it be?
We like to think of Howard as sort of a Woody Allen type character, a cross between Woody Allen and Sylvester Stallone. But it's at times when Howard's angry, when he gets pushed, he can become sort of very militant. But most of the time he's sort of neurotic and very funny, and he likes to pretend he's sort of tough, but he's not really that tough.
See, we used to call him Rambo Duck. He has Woody Allen's humor, but a little of, he has a slightly aggressive side when he feels that things are not going, it's a very strong sense of right and wrong.
Well, he's just delightful. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed talking with both of you today. Good luck with the pictures.
Thank
you very much.
A lot of fun.